You are listening to Episode 3 of 10 in this deep exploration of the art of war. Last time we studied deception. Today, learn why swift victory is vital and how prolonged campaigns bring ruin to armies and states. Let us begin.
The counsel I offer today is not for idle consideration. It is a matter of survival. So listen, because the fate of the state itself hangs on these words. Let's be perfectly clear from the start. This is not a game. War is the ultimate test for a nation. It is a road that leads to one of two places: safety or complete and utter ruin. There is no in-between. It demands our most serious attention. So my first piece of counsel is about a fundamental truth. A truth that so many leaders, caught up in the heat of the moment, completely forget. In any war, your greatest enemy isn't the army you're facing, it's time itself. Let's talk real numbers, shall we? To keep an army of 100,000 men on the field, you got chariots, soldiers, supplies, all of it costs 1,000 ounces of silver per day. Think about that. That's the price you pay for every single sunrise that doesn't bring you victory. And that cost? Oh, it's not just paid on the battlefield. It bleeds a nation dry from the inside. At home, your people grow poor from the crushing taxes needed to fund the war. Prices skyrocket, people's savings are wiped out. Soon, their homes are stripped bare just to survive. Meanwhile, the government is burning through its revenue, a full 4/10 of it, just replacing broken down chariots and worn out horses. And while all this is happening back home, the army in the field begins to rot. It's like a chain reaction. First, your weapons lose their edge. Then the fighting spirit of your men, that initial fire, it just fizzles out. Their bodies grow weary. Their strength is exhausted. And finally, the treasury runs empty. Every day you delay, your entire war machine degrades. Let me put this as plainly as I can. This is not a theory, it's a fact, carved into the stone of history. Show me one single country that has ever benefited from a long, drawn-out war. You can't, because it has never happened. It is a path that only leads to weakness. Now you have to understand, this decay I'm talking about, it's not just a setback. It's worse. It is a wide-open invitation for your own destruction. Because you are not fighting in a vacuum. Your neighbors, they're watching, they're waiting, and when they see that your army is exhausted and your treasury is empty, what do you think they will do? They will strike. An exhausted state is easy prey, and they will pounce on your moment of weakness. So as a leader, you face a very stark choice. You know, we've all heard of stupid haste in war, a clumsy, imperfect victory that happens quickly. Well, I'm telling you, even that is far better than some clever strategy that drags on and on. A brilliant plan that takes too long to work isn't brilliant at all. It's just a spectacular failure. And once you've let it get to that point, once your weakness is laid bare for all to see, it's over. It won't matter how smart you are. No man, however wise, can stop the inevitable consequences. The end becomes certain. Okay, I've shown you the road to ruin. It's a grim path, but there is another way, the path to victory. And it's not about endurance, it's about wisdom. And above all, it's about speed. The first thing any wise leader must grasp is the real point of all this. The great object of war is one thing: victory. That's it. Not fighting, not proving a point, just a swift, decisive victory. Lengthy campaigns are a failure by their very definition. So, how do you get it? The wise general makes the enemy pay for the war. He forges on them, using their food and supplies. He captures their chariots and flies his own banners from them. He treats captured soldiers with respect, so they choose to join his cause. You see, you use the conquered foe to make yourself stronger. The goal was always to break their will to fight, which is a far greater victory than simply destroying them. And if you need to understand just how powerful that is, just look at this. A single cartload of supplies you take from the enemy is worth 20 that you would have had to haul from home. This is how you preserve your own strength while you completely drain your opponents. But the highest form of skill goes even beyond that. True mastery, supreme excellence, isn't about winning 1,000 battles. It's about breaking the enemy's will to resist without ever having to fight at all. That is victory without cost. So we come to the end, and all this knowledge, all this wisdom rests in one place. It falls directly on the shoulders of the leader. You must never, ever forget this. As a leader, you are the judge of your people's fate. You are the one person on whom it all depends. Will the nation have peace or will it face peril? Your choice between a swift victory and a long war is the choice between their safety and their ruin. So I will leave you with this one question. In any conflict you face, big or small, have you ever stopped to count the true cost? Not the cost of the fight itself, but the cost of letting that fight drag on for too long. Believe me, the price of delay is always far higher than you think.
Avoid the pitfalls of lengthy wars. Join me in Episode 4, where supreme excellence lies in conquering without combat.
This has been another dispatch from the Dead Expert Society. The dead have spoken, but what say the living? Let us know below.